Angry guy here, and Sims are replacing women with AI girlfriends. Sims are replacing women with AI girlfriends. Let's just go ahead and jump into this article. I talked a bit about this in another video where we discussed how men were replacing women with AI girlfriends, but we want to talk about the simp aspect right now, how simps operate, because AI can have a lot of positive benefits for your typical man who's just lonely. And we looked at a chatbot in another video that Moist Critical reviewed, and it was basically a bot where it was just dealing with lonely guys, and it was not focusing on physical intimacy. It actually steered away from that. Rather, it kind of gave the girlfriend experience, just kind of giving a guy the opportunity to basically talk to someone and interact with someone in a very polite way, respectful way, that was also kind of funny and back and forth. And I think that that will help a lot of dudes. But there's, of course, the other end of the spectrum, which are bots that are designed entirely around physical intimacy, and not just bots, but content generated specifically for men who want the kind of content that's on OnlyFools and LonelyFans. So an agency, as you guys can see, has created an AI model who earns up to $11,000 a month. It's only going to grow from there because it was tired of influencers who have egos. So they're sick of the influencers, they're sick of these OnlyFools content creators giving them problems. And now they've turned to AI. They created an AI model, and this AI model is earning up to $11,000 a month. This is as of November 24th, 2023. And it's only going to take off from there. Her name is Aitana Lopez, and she's an AI generated creation by a Spanish agency that grew tired of booking real models. And Lopez makes just over 1,000 euros or 1,090 per advert, and is featured in images on Fanvoy. Guys, she's gonna end up in magazines very soon if she already isn't. So she's gonna be on the cover of magazines very, very soon. A Spanish modeling agency said it created the country's first AI influencer who can earn up to 10,000 euros or $11,000 a month as a model. Euronews reported the news based on an interview with Ruben Cruz, founder of the Barcelona-based modeling agency The Clueless, which created the influencer. The AI-generated woman, Aitana Lopez, is a pink-haired 25-year-old. Her account has amassed 124,000 followers on Instagram. The Sims are flooding in. Cruz told Euronews he decided to design Lopez after having trouble working with real models and influencers. Guys, women don't know what they've lost. We started analyzing how we were working and realized that many projects were being put on hold or canceled due to problems beyond our control. Often it was the fault of the influencer or model and not due to design issues. Oh my goodness. And a lot of companies have to have flexibility from women in the workforce because they take off way more time than men. So guess what? As AI is coming in right now, what you're going to have is you're not going to have AI simply replacing women. You're going to have men using AI, and that's going to replace the jobs that women are doing. We did it so we can make a better living and not be dependent on other people who have egos, who have manias, or who just want to make a lot of money by posing, he said. At the time of publication, 56 photos had been shared on Lopez's Instagram account. Images of her dressed in lingerie have also been posted on FanView, a subscription platform similar to OnlyFools. Her most recent Instagram stories showed her drinking cocktails on a night out and going to the gym. The agency created images using Photoshop. Cruz said she was created with a personality and based on what society likes most, per Euronews. She is described as a strong and determined woman and a passionate Scorpio with a love for video games and fitness. In a post on the agency's website, she can make just over 1,000 euros per advert and earns anywhere from 3,000 euros to 10,000 euros per month, a month. Business Insider Martha Bino recently reported that the number of AI models was rising and that they were finding success on social media and adult content platforms. Some examples include Emily Pellegrini, an AI influencer who has just over 100,000 followers on Instagram and is also present on FanView. FanView CEO Will Monago or Monage told Bino that he believed AI generated characters would thrive and soon be as widespread as human creators. If they become as widespread as human creators, guys, the very next step is to just replace them entirely. And when you can interact with these models at any given time, for example, you have a chatbot. That's what some of these creators are already doing, creating bots around themselves. But you're going to have these companies creating these bots that are emulating these women. And these women can talk to millions of men at any given moment, because they don't actually exist. But it's like you're interacting with them. And with generative AI coming, you're not going to be able to even have conversations with them via voice. So you'll be able to speak to them. And eventually you'll even be able to see them through the computer screen. I'd speak to them and talk to them. They're like they're a real person. And it's, guys, it may sound crazy, but like you have campsites right now where you have all the girls on the campsites, you're going to have campsites that are just going to be made up of AI models. And dudes are going to be hopping on these campsites, interacting with these AI models, and it's going to be like they're interacting with real people, and they are going to prefer these AI models over real women. And not only are these AI models going to be preferred, but you're going to have women that simply cannot exist in the real world. You're going to have alien looking things. The furry community is going to go hard. I don't like the furries. The furries are going to go hard. They're going to have a whole other slew of madness. Okay. It's going to be absolutely insane. And women are going to be pushed increasingly out of this space. And they're going to try to compete with these things. And they're going to fail royally. What's really going to end up happening is the amount of money that they earn is going to begin to go down rapidly. And they don't realize that they've sold their futures for some instant gratification in the present. It's really truly something else. But they brought it onto themselves. So the AI generated woman on Anita Lopez's, the AI generated woman, Anita Lopez, is a pink-haired 25-year-old. And like we said, her account has amassed 124,000 followers on Instagram. And, guys, this is the reality. This is the reality of things. This is how insane it is. If OnlyFans star, Only Fools star, R. Reed plans to immortalize herself using AI. Here's how her team built her new chatbot. So these women are now trying to create their own chatbots, so simps can interact with them. But eventually, companies are going to say, we don't need her. We're going to create people like Anita Lopez, where they don't have to pay her royalties. They don't have to split that money with her. They don't have to use her image. None of that. And she doesn't have the history or the past that a lot of these people have. And so a lot of these dudes, she's still going to look more pure than someone like, Miss Reed. So it's something else that we have to really think about. This is the reality that we are quickly heading into. And simps are replacing women with these AI girlfriends because for them, they find it to be better. It's more easily accessible. It's safer. Guys, M2 Part 2 is on the way. And what's going to really damage things for a lot of these women is that they're going to be going after their simps. They're going to be putting their DMs online. They're going to be claiming that these simps, made them feel unsafe, even simps who gave them lots of money. And they don't even comprehend just the storm that they're making, because these are the guys who they're living off. So what will ultimately end up happening is these guys will only start to interact with AI, and women are going to begin noticing that fewer and fewer simps are going into their DMs. You're going to have these women on Twitch, and they're going to begin noticing that their number of views are falling, their number of views are dropping, and their donations are dropping. So maybe the very largest creators will continue making money, but smaller creators, they're going to begin having trouble making money. And of course, while they're going to be Well, a lot of women who are going to say, "Oh, I'm still making money. I'm still doing well." Yeah, you're at the higher end, but at the lower end, a lot of women are having trouble getting in, and a lot of women are having trouble making any ends meet. And again, they sold their futures out for instant gratification in the present. Someone said something very important. They said that there is no reason to believe that these women that may make tens of thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars are going to have any more financial literacy than your typical football player that starts off in the NFL, makes some millions of dollars, and then blows all of it on fast cars and houses, and then ends up broke out of the NFL after something happens and bagging groceries at Alberts. This is the future for a lot of these women, although it's not even as glorious as his, because in many cases they're going to end up homeless because they're going to end up messing with substances that they should not be using. They're going to think they're entitled to a certain lifestyle that they're really not. And when they end up in this condition, they're going to owe money to to the IRS. So they're going to be in immense amounts of debt to the IRS, personal debt. A lot of these women have student loan debt, so they're not even going to clear their student. A lot of them won't even clear their student loan debt. So they're going to have all of this money. They're going to fall in deeper states of destitution, and women cannot go backwards. They can only go forward. So after enjoying these really high quality, high value lives, they're not going to want to step backwards. They're going to want to fit in. They're going to want to believe that they still deserve all this special princess treatment, and they will go and live in a storm drain in states of extraordinary destitution while saying that they still deserve to be treated like a princess, and they're still waiting for their millionaire to come and get them and give them soft girl lives. I mean, just come on. What do you think regarding this? Sims are replacing women with AI girlfriends. I want to know your thoughts. Let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away and share.